All right, welcome. Wahpeton High School here in Wahpeton, North Dakota. Mike Mason with you here on the ND Sports Channel. Getting ready for the junior varsity game between the Fargo Davies Eagles and the Wahpeton Huskies. C-team game was won by Davies. The final score is 55-37. And we're underway here as Latrell Davis gets the opening tap and gets it back to Moschenbacher. Now Carter Hills here on the near wing. Corner there, that is Brady Savageau. That one won't roll in, and the Huskies get the rebound back the other way quickly. Here is Carter Hare. I'll get it into Latrell Davis. He'll back up behind the three-point arc and pop it up to Moschenbacher. Another handoff there to Davis. Davis down the near side of the lane, powers his way to the hoop and puts it in. 2-0 Fargo Davies, 17:15 to go here first half. Quickly back the other way, trying to respond off the glass too hard. Davis with the rebound. Well, harassment there on the midcourt stripe, and that will be Bridger Hansen who will get the foul. And we have a timeout on the floor, so we'll take a timeout as well. Be back in about 30 seconds here on the ND Sports Channel.
It seems around here every town is a sports town, and why not? Sports were important to us growing up, and we want the same for our kids. To get involved, to compete, because that's how kids learn to lead. And why Farmers Union Insurance supports these programs. They know sports aren't just about building skill and strength, but about building character. Farmers Union Insurance. They don't just protect our community, they invest in it.
All right, welcome back. Davis here in the corner. Now he drives into the lane to the hoop and rolls off the back of the rim. Rebound comes down to Carter Hare. Quickly up court there, I believe that was Jackson Burnt, and he's along the baseline trying to get through defenders. A little reverse hook shots up and in. Tied at 2-2. Nice job there by, I believe that was Carter Hare. Or no, Jackson Burnt, excuse me. Once again, C-team game, 55-37. We have that game available if you didn't get a chance to watch it and you'd like to. It's broken up into two videos, first half and second half. As we decided to move our laptop about 4 inches closer to us during halftime, and then all of a sudden, got an error message and said I had to restart. So Huskies take the lead on that basket there, 4-2. I think this is the first time all year I've seen the Davies junior varsity team not in the lead. Matter of fact, I can say for sure that it's the first time I've seen them not in the lead. I can't say for sure if it's the first time all season or not. That one will count. 6-2. Now I can definitely say I've never seen him trail by 4. Free throws off the back iron, won't go. Eagles with the rebound. Savageau with the basketball. Savageau with the long 2 off the back iron. Hills with the rebound. Hills works it up for Moschenbacher. Now Savageau again. Kicks it out. Far side. Bischoff for 3. No. All right, that's Bridger Hansen. Manic. And let's see here. That is Caden Hockert, number 32, out of bounds. And that'll stop the clock with 14:58 to go. Carter Hare will trigger the inbounds pass. Up near side here for Hansen. Hansen just outside the free throw line, knocks it down, 8-2. A 6-point lead for the Huskies. Moschenbacher weaves through defenders and pops one in off the glass. Hansen will back up towards the circle here. Put it into the hands of Jackson Burnt. And Burnt, no, it rolls off the rim. Savage with the rebound and an outlet pass here from Moschenbacher. Moschenbacher cuts into the paint and got stripped, and somewhere in the mix is a foul. Hills will trigger the inbounds pass for Bischoff. Bischoff now to Savageau. Savageau picks it up. Oh, out of bounds. His left half of his front toes, the front half of his left foot toes were out of bounds. That's what I was trying to say. Happened right in front of me. Totally saw it. That's Hansen being guarded by Hills. He'll go down to the baseline. That one's off the rim. And let's see here. That's Jacob Prudhomme getting the rebound. Yep, Prudhomme had a double check. Savageau stutter steps. Now Moschenbacher into the lane. And no, off the back iron. It won't go. Three team fouls now for Fargo Davies, 2 for the Huskies. 8-4 with a little over 13 and a half to go here in the first half of play. And some quick passing, and all the way down to the hoop. They will lay it in. Wahpeton Huskies 10, Fargo Davies Eagles 4. Is number 4, Moschenbacher brings it back, gets around Bridger Hansen into the paint, dumps it off for Prudhomme off the glass and in. Moschenbacher with the assist, 10-6. Hansen now near side for Burnt. Works it in for Manic, back to Burnt. Or to check that. Yeah, that's Manic. That shot won't go. Now Savageau here on the near side, dribbles up near wing, pops it over to Moschenbacher. Moschenbacher drives into the lane with a dribble drive right to the hoop, off the back iron. Prudhomme with the rebound, up and in. 10-8. Eagles have not had the lead yet, but they're closing in on tying it. Hansen looks inside off the fingertips of Burnt out of bounds, and he'll go back to the Eagles, and they'll have a chance to tie or take the lead on this possession here. Hills brings it over the timeline, quickly into the corner for Bischoff. No, that's off the mark. Rebound comes down to Burnt. Heel will bring it over the timeline. Bridger Hansen, being guarded by Carter Hills. Looking inside, looking around, now near wing, now near corner. That is Carter Hare. I believe that's Manic. Inside for Hare. Hare triple team, ball stripped away. Loose ball picked up by Carter Hills. Hills to Bischoff, to the baseline, to Prudhomme, outside Moschenbacher. Got his defender to commit up into the air. Now a mid-post jumper out the front rim. Rebound comes down to Hockert and out of bounds. Moschenbacher over the timeline. Now Davis had the ball nearly popped out. That's going to be a foul on Davis. I'm going to call him. for the elbow. And it was right in front of me. I believe that was the correct call to make, too. Great job by the official there. I'm always impressed at the speed of game, how these officials can see some of the things that they see, and they've always done a great job in my presence anyway. That's Manick who gets the ball down low for 2 points for the Huskies. 12-8, back to a 4-point lead. Davis on the far side. Let's be careful there, almost threw another elbow. Now Maschenbacher along the baseline. Pops it out there, that is Zach Mitzel. And that whistle will stop the clock with 11:04 to go. Inbounds pass comes right to, I forget, Brenner Nelson's number 23. Mitzel trigger the inbounds pass. As for Carter Whitty, now up top here for Davis. Davis will back up in between the rings. Near side Mitzel, inside to Davis. Davis stripped from behind, out of bounds. It'll be Davies basketball. So Mitzel will trigger the inbounds pass from the baseline. They'll lob it into Maschenbacher quickly up top. Three-pointer up and in. Brenner Nelson with the triple. It's a 1-point game, 12-11. 10:35 and counting. They'll work it inside. It was intended for Manick. It squirts out here for Hockert. Hockert will feed it up top there for Jackson Burnt. And inside, Bridger Hansen. A little scoop shot up and in. 14-11. Once again, Fargo Davies has not had the lead the entire game, nor has it been tied outside of 0-0. Now be stripped away there. Davies fans wanted a foul. They're not going to get one, but they will more than likely not get the turnover on the other end as they are able to flip it to Manick for the bucket. 16-11, a 5-point lead here for the Huskies. So the foul is on Caden Hockert, and that will send Maschenbacher to the free throw line. Switch. Jacob Prudhomme will come in, and that'll give Carter Whitty a breather on the bench. Maschenbacher made the first one, and he made the second one too. Now also coming in for the Eagles is Brady Savageau, and that'll give Maschenbacher a breather, and stepping in is Carter Hills, and getting a break is Brenner Nelson. Bridger Hansen brings it over the timeline. Hockert far side, now up top for Hare. Burnt now near wing. Long three on the way, looks good, is good. It's more like a long free throw there for Bridger Hansen with the points. Savageau. Here for Hills into the paint. And he gets it in. Nice job there by Carter Hills. 19-15, Eagles sticking around, but the Huskies getting the buckets when they count. Number 31 for the Huskies, that is Riley Schmidt. I'll try and remember that one. Manick with the rebound underneath, and no. Next rebound comes down to Mitzel, hands it off there to Hills. Now Savageau tees it up for three, and he got it. 19-18, it's a 1-point game with 8:20 to go here in the first half. Manick, three off the back iron, won't go. Davis with the rebound. Davis quickly over the timeline for Hills on the far wing. Up top, Savageau pops it up for three, and the Eagles have their first lead of the game. It's 21-19 and a timeout, Wahpeton. We'll take a timeout as well. I'll be back in a moment here on the ND Sports Channel.
Challenge Nutrition South Fargo is your one-stop shop for healthy energy and nutrition. Stop in and try one of the many teas or shakes on the menu. With over 80 different varieties, you are guaranteed to find multiple favorites that will quench your thirst. Also, ask about the different liftoffs. They'll give you that unique and exact extra boost that you need for your day. Visit Challenge Nutrition today, 5050 Timber Parkway, Suite 106 in South Fargo. Challenge Nutrition, nutrition for the win.
It seems around here every town is a sports town. And why not? Sports were important to us growing up, and we want the same for our kids. To get involved, to compete, because that's how kids learn to lead. And why Farmers Union Insurance supports these programs. They know sports aren't just about building skill and strength, but about building character. Farmers Union Insurance. They don't just protect our community, they invest in it.
All right, welcome back. 7:51 to go here in the first half. Fargo Davies taking the lead on a three-pointer. Their first lead of the game, 21-19. We'll see how the Huskies respond. Huskies have been playing some really good basketball here so far up to this point. We'll see if that continues. Back and forth, a little bit of pressure in the backcourt there. They work it over far side. Up top now, that's Bridger Hansen in for Manick. Manick pops it out corner. They try to get it to Hansen, but Mitzel's able to pop it out of bounds. I'll stop the clock with 7:35 to go. Inbounds pass into the backcourt here for, I believe that's Hansen. Yep, it is. Hansen back over to Carter Hare, now back to Hansen. Hansen with a bounce pass to Manick, and he fights through some defenders and drew the foul. Both teams with 5 team fouls now. I'll send Ethan Manick to the free throw line. First one, in. I believe the last foul was on Jacob Prudhomme, number 35. For the tie. Yep, we got it. We're tied at 21. 7:25 and counting to go. Savageau here on the near wing. Stutter step left, stutter step right. Behind the back pass from Moschenbacher for three. Missed it all right into the hands of Manick. Manick lobs it up. It's controlled by Carter Hare. Hare down to the baseline, pops it back out for, I believe that's Jackson Burnt. And he'll spin around. And no, he gets called for the travel. Basket will not count. .704 to go here in the first half. Savageau has it. He'll get the screen, now pop it up for three. Missed it all out of bounds. Husky basketball. 6:53 tied at 21. I believe that's Hansen, and it is. Now Jackson Burnt here on the near wing, being guarded by Davis. Burnt will circle up top. Hansen from the baseline, in and out. Prudhomme with the rebound, pops it into the hands of Davis, who brings it over the timeline. Davis pivoting around, looking, and lost it, and it was tipped, so they can go back and get it. Ooh, and that'll be a foul, and maybe the official wasn't too happy with that one. He was very energetic about that call there. Oh, never mind. I guess the foul was on Wahpeton. I didn't see what happened there, but maybe it was a block instead of a charge, and the Husky fans wanted a charge on that one. And Maschenbacher will get a trip to the line. Guy, I'll be honest, I thought that foul was on Latrell Davis, I'll be honest. Maschenbacher for the lead. No, remain tied at 21. 6:10 to go here. In. Substitutions for the Huskies here. Couldn't quite see who snuck in. We'll tell you as soon as we know. Eagles with a 1-point lead here, 22-21, a little over 6 minutes to go. Jackson Burnt being guarded by Davis, and a whistle and a foul here, and that foul will be on Latrell Davis. And Bischoff will come in as Davis picks up his 3rd foul. I believe that's Burnt on the far side. Now they work it up top to Hansen. Now Manick. Manick over to Carter Hare for a long 3, and he got it. 24-22. Huskies retake the lead with 5:45 and counting. Savageau will drive into the paint, and no, it rolls out. Loose ball rebound eventually picked up here by Prudhomme, who takes it to the bucket and lays it in. We're tied at 24, 5.5 to go. Quickly, Bridger Hansen down the court. He's pickpocketed from behind. That pokes the ball out of bounds, stopping the clock with 5:23 to go. Up top there for Burnt. And if I'm saying that wrong, I apologize. .509 to go here. Manick at the free throw line. Substitution in the backcourt coming in is check that. Let me double check the roster here. Not sure if I'm reading that jersey number correctly. Manick will make the free throw though, and that'll give the Huskies the lead again at 25-24. Back-to-back free throws by Ethan Manick, the freshman. You missed the last game we did down here against the Cheyenne Mustangs in the junior varsity game, right at the very end of the game. Manick off an inbounds pass on an alley-oop with a reverse dunk. It was one of the coolest things I'd ever seen. Prudhomme with the bucket, tied at 26. So he's going to be around for 3-4 more years, so at least we presume he will be. I'm sure that won't be the last time he does something like that. Huskies playing some great basketball here from the opening tip. Really keeping the Eagles on their toes here. Maschenbacher, ooh, he's going to get fouled. Basically got held there by, I believe that's Isaac Getz, I'm not sure. Yes, it is. No. 31 is Riley Schmidt, a sophomore. For a moment there, I thought 31 was 21. And I knew that wasn't right because Isaac plays varsity ball. So. Eagles retake the lead. 27-26 here on a free throw by Moschenbacher. Next free throw is also in, and that's a 2-point lead here now for the Eagles. Huskies, last time they were down by 2, responded with a 3 by Carter Hare to retake the lead. That one's going to be poked out of bounds by Moschenbacher. Stops the clock with 4:14 to go. Into the backcourt, has to chase it down and does so. Hansen will bring it back over the timeline here. Being guarded by Hills, fires it over to Jackson Burnt. And Burnt tried to drive in, drew some contact, and actually it's going to be a foul on the Huskies. 18 fouls to 7. Huskies 8 and Davies 7. 28-26. Eagles with a 2-point lead. Corner 3 is up and in. That was Brady Savageau with the 3. 31-26, biggest lead of the game here for Fargo Davies. Long 2, partially blocked out of bounds by Carter Hills, and will remain Husky basketball. Comes into Manick, now Burnt, and up top there for Bridger Hansen. Hansen thought about it. Now he works down low, and now he'll pull the trigger on the 3. And he got fouled on the 3, so he'll go to the line to shoot 3 free throws and a chance to pull his team within 1 if he can convert on all 3 of them. Even 2 free throws here would be huge. Trim that deficit down to a 1-possession ball game is the goal here. So far, so good. It is now officially a 1-possession ball game. No, it's not. It's still a 4-point lead. I was doing my math wrong there in my head. Now it's a 1-possession ball game, and he has 1 more free throw coming. 2 of 2, and oh, in and out. But Manick's there for the rebound. He'll get fouled. So Manick now will have a chance to pull the Huskies within 1 because he'll get 2 shots here. It's now a 1-possession game, and they get a rebound and another foul here. They could take the lead. Mitzel out, and that brings in Brenner Nelson. And swish, nothing but net. 31-30 in favor of Fargo Davies. Off a couple of quick fouls, 9 fouls total for the Eagles. 8 here for the Huskies. Moschenbacher into the paint, nearly got it stripped away, and a loose ball, and back the other way. Racing down is Carter Hare. He'll swoop it back in, and it'll end up in the hands of the Huskies. Bridger Hansen will get it high on the near side, and the Husky fans are happy about that. And they should be. Riley Schmidt now back up to Bridger Hansen. Once again, it's a 1-point game, 10 on the shot clock here. Huskies can retake the lead, and they do! 32-31, a little over 2.5 to go. Hills over the timeline here. That is Brenner, check that, Savageau. Now Moschenbacher, dribble drive into the lane, to the hoop, off the glass, rolls off the rim, Manick with the rebound. Manick will give it up to Hansen in the backcourt, and he'll cross the timeline here with 2:14 and counting to go. Hansen nearly lost it, poked away by Carter Hills, but maintained possession here. Jackson Burnt into the lane, down low. Riley Schmidt with the basket. 34-31 and a 3-point lead here now for the Huskies after they trailed by, I believe it was 5. they have been able, I think, matter of fact, after trailing by 5, I think they've gone on like a 9-0 run or something like that. And somehow he stayed in bounds. That's pretty impressive, I'll admit. Bounce pass, down low, Carter Hare rolls off the rim. Prudhomme got the rebound, popped it into the hands of Savageau, quickly into the corner. Maschenbacher spins around and nearly has it stripped away. Some outstanding defense here, and they'll remain with Fargo Davies. You can tell that the Husky JV team really wants to win this game, and right now, if they can keep this up for the entire game, it'll be very interesting at the end of the second half here. You have to wonder if the Eagles expected this kind of a game from the Huskies. Hansen, far side, I believe that is, I can't see who that is, but the three-pointer's up and in, and it is now a 6-point lead. 37-31, with just over a minute to go. Nearly lost it, and it's tipped over, it didn't go over the timeline, so nothing to worry about there, but if had it, it would have been safe. Hills pops it out, Brenner Nelson for 3. Yes, he got it. 37-34. Wahpeton coach telling Bridger Hansen and his team to slow it down. There's about a 14-second difference between shot clock and game clock. 15 on the shot clock, 29 on the game clock. Carter Hare, no, rebound, Manic, fouled. He'll go to the line. 22.6 seconds to go in the first half. And that will be off the mark. Second one's also off the mark. All right, gonna either tie or cut the lead to 1 here on this possession. Savageau is gonna try for the cut. Ball's tipped around, rebound comes out to the Huskies. Up court quickly, Carter Hare lobs it in the direction of Riley Schmidt, out of bounds. Should go back to the Huskies, and it does. And that whistle comes with 1.1 second remaining. We'll keep our clock at 0 here. We'll see if we get another shot here or not. We might. Just needed a little bit more on that one. It looked like it had the right angle, but couldn't quite get enough distance on that one to tie it up here at the half. It's been a great first half. See if these two teams can keep it up in the second half. 37-34 in favor of the Wahpeton Huskies. We're back in a moment.
It seems around here every town is a sports town. And why not? Sports were important to us growing up, and we want the same for our kids. To get involved, to compete, because that's how kids learn to lead. And why Farmers Union Insurance supports these programs. They know sports aren't just about building skill and strength, but about building character. Farmers Union Insurance. They don't just protect our community, they invest in it.
Believe it or not, spring will be here before you know it. So you should seek a lawn company that will care about your lawn as much as they care about our local athletes. That company is ProLawn, a professional fertilizing and weed control lawn company located right here in Fargo. Visit ProLawn online at ProLawnFM.com and request a free estimate. Even with all the snow on the ground, ProLawn can still give you an accurate estimate with competitive prices as well as a prepayment discount. Contact ProLawn today, 701-293-0733, or email ProLawnFargo@gmail.com. Van Dam Chiropractic is dedicated to helping you achieve your health goals and improving your quality of life. Dr. Van Dam provides the most comprehensive chiropractic and acupuncture care. Whether you're recovering from a sports injury, work-related injury, car accident, or just getting relief from chronic pain, Dr. Scott Van Dam will get you back on the road to good health. They look forward to serving you at Van Dam Chiropractic. Call them at 532-5320 or visit them online at vandamchiropractic.com.
What does it mean to be in good hands? It means to get an expert agent who's in it for the long haul. We'll get to know you and be there for you as your coverage needs change. I'm your area Allstate agent, Fred Hage. Let my team and I give you a free, no obligation, personalized insurance proposal and see for yourself what it means to be in good hands. Give us a call today at the Allstate Fred Hage Agency or stop by to our new West Fargo location at the intersection of Veterans and 32nd Avenue. Allstate Fred Hage Agency with 3 area locations to better serve you.
Challenge Nutrition in South Fargo is your one-stop shop for healthy energy and nutrition. Stop in and try one of the many teas or shakes on the menu. With over 80 different varieties, you're guaranteed to find multiple favorites that will quench your thirst. Also, ask about the different liftoffs. They'll give you that unique and exact extra boost that you need for your day. Visit Challenge Nutrition today, 5050 Timber Parkway, Suite 106 in South Fargo. Challenge Nutrition, nutrition for the win. Subscribe to Magnitude Sports on YouTube. Go to youtube.com, search for Magnitude Sports, click on subscribe, click on the bell, and select your alert preference of all, personalized, or none. By selecting all, you'll be notified to every live broadcast and video upload we make. Selecting personalized will notify you only to the games and videos most likely to interest you, and selecting none will help us out by becoming a subscriber but avoid unnecessary mobile and email notifications. Direct link is youtube.com/ndsportschannel/live. Thanks for subscribing to Magnitude Sports on YouTube. Believe it or not, spring will be here before you know it. So you should seek a lawn company that will care about your lawn as much as they care about our local athletes. That company is ProLawn, a professional fertilizing and weed control lawn company located right here in Fargo. Visit ProLawn online at prolawnfm.com and request a free estimate. Even with all the snow on the ground, ProLawn can still give you an accurate estimate with competitive prices as well as a prepayment discount. Contact ProLawn today, 701-293-0733, or email prolawnfargo@gmail.com.
Sitting here talking to our area Allstate agent, Fred Hage. Fred, insurance is never an easy thing to talk about or understand. What do you and your team do to make this a simpler process?
That's exactly right. Insurance can be complicated and confusing, but it doesn't have to be. Let my team educate you, protect you, and insure you the way you should be insured. Please give me a call today at 701-356-3665 or stop by one of my 3 area locations to better serve you. Allstate Fred Hage Agency.
Challenge Nutrition in South Fargo is your one-stop shop for healthy energy and nutrition. Stop in and try one of the many teas or shakes on the menu. With over 80 different varieties, you're guaranteed to find multiple favorites that will quench your thirst. Also, ask about the different liftoffs. They'll give you that unique and exact extra boost that you need for your day. Visit Challenge Nutrition today, 5050 Timber Parkway, Suite 106 in South Fargo. Challenge Nutrition, nutrition for the win. Dr. Scott Van Dam provides comprehensive chiropractic and acupuncture health care. He specializes in treating conditions involving the nerves, muscles, and joints in patients from infants to elderly. If he finds your condition is one that cannot be resolved or you're not seeing improvement with treatment, he will get you to a doctor who can. Call Dr. Scott Van Dam at 701-532-5320. Also, visit them online, vandamchiropractic.com, or stop in for a consultation at 1203 28th Street, South Fargo.
It seems around here every town is a sports town. And why not? Sports were important to us growing up, and we want the same for our kids. To get involved, to compete, because that's how kids learn to lead. And why Farmers Union Insurance supports these programs. They know sports aren't just about building skill and strength, but about building character. Farmers Union Insurance. They don't just protect our community, they invest in it.
All right, welcome back. Halftime here of the junior varsity game. The Huskies hanging on to a 37-34 lead. We're a couple minutes away as the Huskies come out of the locker room as well. Fargo Davies, if I was the coach in the locker room, I would probably be saying, hey, now we're only down by 3 here at the end of the first half. We're a much better team than what we're playing. Wahpeton has come to prove They're playing to prove that they want to win this game. Now let's go out there and make them beat us at our tempo of basketball because we're a lot better than what we played in the first half. My guess is something along those lines. And if not, well, that's what I would have said if I was the coach in the locker room for the Huskies. Similar. I'd probably say something like, okay, well, hey, we know that this Eagles team is probably a little bit better than what they showed us in the first half. So let's not get intimidated. If they get a little bit of a lead, let's just continue to play our basketball. Let's be patient. Let's get good-looking shots. Let's get it down low. Let's get the high percentage shots, and let's stay, within 1 to 2 possessions if they do get a lead, so that we have a chance to come back. But the preference would be to stay in the lead by 1 or 2 possessions. Right now, they got that 1 possession lead at 37-34. So we're going to be back in about 60 seconds here with the second half right after this.
Challenge Nutrition South Fargo is your one-stop shop for healthy energy and nutrition. Stop in and try one of the many teas or shakes on the menu. With over 80 different varieties, you are guaranteed to find multiple favorites that will quench your thirst. Also, ask about the different liftoffs. They'll give you that unique and exact extra boost that you need for your day. Visit Challenge Nutrition today, 5050 Timber Parkway, Suite 106 in South Fargo. Challenge Nutrition, nutrition for the win. Believe it or not, spring will be here before you know it. So you should seek a lawn company that will care about your lawn as much as they care about our local athletes. That company is ProLawn, a professional fertilizing and weed control lawn company located right here in Fargo. Visit ProLawn online at ProLawnFM.com and request a free estimate. Even with all the snow on the ground, ProLawn can still give you an accurate estimate with competitive prices as well as a prepayment discount. Contact ProLawn today, 701-293-0733, or email ProLawnFargo@gmail.com.
All right, welcome back. We're ready for the second half of play here from Wahpeton High School, home of the Huskies, hosting the Fargo Davies Eagles, who have a 3-point lead over the Eagles right now. The Eagles in the red with the gold numbers, while Huskies in the white with the yellow numbers, yellowish gold, you could say. Huskies basketball to start the second half. I believe that's Bridger Hansen. Now, Jackson Burnt over on the far wing. Fires it to Manick. Manick being guarded by Prudhomme. Free throw line, let's see here. That was Caden Hocker, number 32. Now Carter Hare has lost it off his foot out of bounds. Back to Fargo Davies. Carter Hills will trigger the inbounds pass. And he'll get it right back from Aschenbacher. Take it over to that far side. Looking to feed it inside, gets it to Prudhomme. Prudhomme spins around Manick, and the reverse layup up and in. 37-36. Pressure on the backcourt by Carter Hills, but number 15, that's Caden Capes, if I'm saying that correctly. Turned it over. Prudhomme will bring it back, and that one's tipped into the hands of Savageau, who drives the baseline off the glass and in, and the Eagles take a lead. 4-0 run here for Fargo Davies coming out of the halftime break. Manick up top. 4-3, too strong. Manick tips the rebound. No, he can't get it. They'll come back to the Eagles. Prudhomme wins the battle, gets it to Maschenbacher. He'll dribble over to the far wing and now feeds it in for Latrell Davis on the high post. And that one's not going to go. Prudhomme underneath, and he got the bucket. A 6-0 run here for Fargo Davies coming out of the halftime break. We'll see if Wahpeton can score on this possession here. That's Caden Hockert. Hockert inside, cross to Manick. Nice feed there across the paint, and the Huskies are back within one. 40-39, 16 and change to go here in the second half. Hills to Savageau. Savageau back to Hills, and now a timeout. We'll take a timeout as well. I'll be back in a moment.
It seems around here every town is a sports town. And why not? Sports were important to us growing up, and we want the same for our kids. To get involved, to compete, because that's how kids learn to lead. And why Farmers Union Insurance supports these programs. They know sports aren't just about building skill and strength, but about building character. Farmers Union Insurance. They don't just protect our community, they invest in it.
All right, I don't think we have time for another spot, so we're going to bring it back here. Looks like I would have been absolutely correct. Eagles trailing 37-34. They come on a 6-0 run before Ethan Manick gets the bucket underneath on a nice pass across the paint to pull the Huskies back within one, and that's where we sit at 40-39 with 15:54 to go here in the first half. Moschenbacher up top for Hills. Hills to the free throw line, back to Moschenbacher for three. No, that's off. And that'll be out of bounds as it hits the top of the basket. Now give the Huskies a chance to take the lead again here. Hansen, no, check that. My bad, that's Hocker. Now Hansen has it. No, he doesn't. Caden Capes. Now it's down to Manick. Three-pointer on the way. In and out. Prudhomme with the rebound. Gives it up to Davis. 1 point lead here for the Eagles. Chance to extend that lead. Moschenbacher for three. Grazes the front of the net. Prudhomme saves it, but right into the hands there of, that is Blake. Check that. Caden Hocker. Capes up top, being guarded by, and that one's going to be poked away by Davis. Davis 1-on-2 to the hoop, draws the foul, and one, it counts. 3-point lead and a chance to make it a two-possession game here if Davis can connect on the free throw. 14:52 remaining second half. Once again, C-team game was won by Davies, 55-37. Missed the free throw. Ball's popped up. It's collected by Prudhomme. Now Savageau for three. No, Prudhomme with the rebound underneath. Prudhomme against Manick and pops it in. Here over to Jackson Burnt. And he lost it, but it gets it right back. Looking for a little help. Back up top here for Capes, I believe. No, that was Capes. Oh, Jackson Burnt has it again. Long three off the back iron. Manick nearly had the rebound, but it was tipped into the hands of Ian Moschenbacher. Moschenbacher coast to coast. Got it. 46-39 and a timeout, Huskies. Time on the floor. We're back in a little bit here on the Indy Sports Channel.
Believe it or not, spring will be here before you know it. So you should seek a lawn company that will care about your lawn as much as they care about our local athletes. That company is ProLawn, a professional fertilizing and weed control lawn company located right here in Fargo. Visit ProLawn online at ProLawnFM.com and request a free estimate. Even with all the snow on the ground, ProLawn can still give you an accurate estimate with competitive prices as well as a prepayment discount. Contact ProLawn today, 701-293-0733, or email ProLawnFargo@gmail.com. Van Dam Chiropractic is dedicated to helping you achieve your health goals and improving your quality of life. Dr. Van Dam provides the most comprehensive chiropractic and acupuncture care. Whether you're recovering from a sports injury, work-related injury, car accident, or just getting relief from chronic pain, Dr. Scott Van Dam will get you back on the road to good health. They look forward to serving you at Van Dam Chiropractic. Call them at 532-5320 or visit them online at vandamchiropractic.com.
All right, welcome back. 14:02 to go here in the second half. Davies on a 9-2 run to start the second half of play here out of halftime when the Huskies were leading 37-34. Now it's 46-39 in favor of the Eagles. Carter Hare with the basketball. High post jumper in. 46-41, Huskies staying close, and they need to do that as well as maybe get another basket here to trim the lead down to like 3 or less. Travel, right? I'm not sure what the call was, but a whistle, and they'll go back to the Huskies regardless. Looked like Davis took a step, but apparently it was somewhere else. So there's a chance for the Huskies to trim that lead. Looking for a 2-point basket here if you're a Huskies fan. You don't necessarily need the three. You got plenty of time to work with here. You just need to be patient, get the good looks at the basket here, and Get it inside. And Burnt will get the screen from Manick. Manick will get the ball up top. 3 on the shot clock. Now they might have to shoot the 3. That one's partially blocked there. That will go into the books as a shot clock violation. It was partially blocked. So no points on that possession for the Huskies. Davis, baseline jumper, in and out. Manick with the rebound. Gets it to Burnt. And it's stolen by Maschenbacher. He's alone and lays it in. Shake that one off and come back and respond with a bucket of your own here if you're the Huskies coach talking to your players right now. And blocked from behind, out of bounds. I might have been Davis. I'm not 100% sure who blocked it there. I couldn't see all the jersey numbers in the mix. They'll get it into Manick. Manick on Prudhomme, and Prudhomme gets the block. Prudhomme on Manick is a good defensive matchup that favors the Davies Eagles. And that one's off the hands of Prudhomme, back to the Huskies. 48-41, a 7-point lead with 12:09 to go. Oh, half-court pressure here by the Eagles. They'll get it over. Jackson Burnt will get the screen from Manick. Dribble drive up to the high post. Nice feed down to Carter Hare, and Jacob Prudhomme is there again with another block. Manick will drive the baseline and reverse layup up and in. 48-43, it's back to a 5-point game, and that's where Wahpeton needs to keep it if they want an opportunity to come back. If it gets higher than 7, it might be game over here. Mitzel with the basket. It's back to a 7-point lead. Once again, they need to score on this possession to stay close enough to have an opportunity here. My fear is that if it gets to 9 or more, it will be too much of a deficit for the Huskies to overcome. Points with the clock stopped. I always say that. That's very important. Wahpeton with a chance here to get some points with the clock stopped. Substitutions for both teams coming here after the free throw from Jackson Burnt. In. 50-44. And he missed it. Crucial free throw there, needed that point, but they're still within 6. It's a 2-possession ball game. 11:07 and counting. Up top, Savageau, near side, Zach Mitzel. Mitzel back up top for Savageau. Thought about the 3, fires it into the corner. I think that's Brenner Nelson. Poke back out to Brenner Nelson as he tried to feed it in for Carter Whitty. Out top, Savageau for 3. In and out won't go. Mitzel with the rebound along the baseline, draws the foul. Blake Schaefer with the foul. That's his first. Free throw in by Mitzel. 51-44, back to a 7-point game. Missed it. And it stays within that 7 mark that I was referring to. And a foul on Fargo Davies. I'll give Wahpeton the basketball. Now the Eagles put on a little full court pressure here. .25 is Jacob Davies. Now swatted out of bounds there by, I believe, Savagel, yep. So baseline inbounds pass here for Wahpeton. They'll get it in up top. Blake Schaefer, number 35, into the lineup. Spinning around, Jackson burnt off the glass and in. 51-46, back to a 5-point game, and Wahpeton keeping it right where they need to keep it. So can get a turnover here, maybe trim the lead down a little bit more. That's Mitzel underneath. Did the bucket count? It did. 53-46, and now if Mitzel can hit this free throw, it's back to a 7-point lead. Substitution for the Huskies. Manick will come back in here at the next break in action. Nice feed underneath. Carter Hare lays it in. I signed the points to the wrong team. I apologize. Take 2 off. Carter Hare will get the rebound. (53-48). Big possession here for the Huskies. Substitutions for both teams now at the next break in action. Hare in the near corner. Dribble drives into the paint. Kicks it out for Jackson Burnt for 3. Yes, he got it. 53-51. The Huskies are right back in it. Savagel fires it over for Brenner Nelson. Now inside, high post. Carter Whitty, too strong. Underneath, that's Jackson Burnt with the rebound. Burnt will try for another 3. Yes, he got it! And the Huskies have the lead again, 54-53 with a little under 9 minutes to go here in the second half. See how Davies responds now. Huskies not giving up. Like I said, they never trailed by more than 7, and that was the mark where they had to keep it in. And now they've been able to get a couple turnovers and get a couple 3-point baskets, and they're right back in this one. Substitutions for both teams. Zach Mitzel, Carter Hills, Brady Savagel, Jacob Prudhomme, and Ian Moschenbacher in for Fargo Davies. Caden Capes with the basketball. Far side for Schaefer and a whistle. I missed it. It was away from where I was looking at. Looks like it's a foul on the Huskies, so the ball will go back to Fargo Davies. Hills, back to Hills, near side, Moschenbacher tees it up for 3. That's off the front iron. Rebound Huskies. That comes down to DeVries for the rebound. Near side, up top now, Schaefer. Schaefer, near wing for DeVries. And let's see who that foul's going on. It's going on Fargo Davies for sure. And the foul goes on Carter Hills, his first. Jackson Burnt will check back in for Wahpeton, but nobody coming out yet. Jacob DeVries is the one who gets the breather on the bench. Burnt on the baseline, to the hoop, powers his way, and a little bit off. Rebound tipped into the hands of Carter Hills. Quickly up top, Moschenbacher nearly lost it. Loose ball, picked up by Manick up court here for Burnt. And he lets, nice job there by Burnt. He knew Prudhomme was behind him. He knew that he had the capability to block that shot. He was a little bit patient. Prudhomme went up into the air and he just waited and then got the bucket. Outstanding play there by Jake Burnt. Jackson Burnt, excuse me. Now up top for Carter Hills. 56-53 in favor of the Huskies. Savageau down low, and that one, no, he missed the bunny. Out of bounds, and they're saying Manick touched it last, so it'll be Fargo Davies basketball. So this is Zach Mitzel triggering the inbounds pass. Out of the corner, immediate three from Maschenbacher's in, and we're tied. 56 all, 6:45 and counting. You don't want to leave Maschenbacher open. He will hit threes all day long if you give him even a little bit of space. Into the paint, down low, Manick catches it in midair, and a push and a foul on Fargo Davies will send Ethan Manick to the free throw line and a chance to give the Huskies the lead back. In. 57-56, Huskies lead now, 6:23 to go. It's actually 6:26. We'll let our clock sit there for a couple ticks before we start it here after this free throw. And he'll miss that one. Carter Hills will bring it back the other way. Far wing, trying to work it down low for Prudhomme along the baseline, and too strong, right into the hands of Manick. Manick outlet pass to Burnt. Burnt inside for Manick, and he lays it in. Wow, what a play there by the Huskies, and 59-56. Watch out, Maschenbacher can hit that three, and he has the ball right now. He'll take the two this time instead, pulls the Eagles within one, 59-58. Latrell Davis set to check in at the next break in action here for the Eagles. Long three, Burnt off the rim, won't go. Prudhomme grabs the rebound, gets it to Savageau. Savageau up court to, I believe that's Carter Hills. Yep, Savageau gets it back for three, off the back iron. Rebound Manick, stripped away there by Savageau, and it rolls out of bounds, goes back to the Huskies. Nice swat there by Savageau, but unfortunately it went off his foot out of bounds. I say unfortunately if you're an Eagles fan or a Brady Savageau fan. Otherwise, it's probably fortunately for Huskies fans. Hare thought about the three, but then Davis stood up on him. And now Davis will get the pass from Prudhomme and give it right back to Prudhomme. Eagles take the lead at 60-59. All the way and missed it. Right into the hands of Latrell Davis. No foul there. Davis brings it quickly over the timeline, right up to the free throw line. He slips, and now a whistle and a travel. They're going to call a travel, give the ball back to the Huskies. Latrell Davis slipped there, and he sent the pass out into the corner, but must have moved that second foot there before he got the pass out of his hands. 4:38 and counting to go. Near side here, that is Caden Capes. Capes now to Burnt. Work it inside, down along the baseline, loose ball, out of bounds, and it stays with the Huskies. Caden Hawker back into the lineup. Three from Burnt, off the mark. Rebound, free throw line, Carter Hare feeds it to Manick, and Davis got the rebound initially, and then Savagel lost it out of bounds. 4:01 to go here in the second half. Capes to Burnt. Burnt down to the baseline, runs into a double team. Manick for three off the front iron. Davis with the rebound. Davis will slow it down here. Eagles have a 1-point lead. Neither team has scored here in about a minute and a half. Davis, Hills, inside there and outside for Moschenbacher. No, that three's off the mark. Out of bounds to the Huskies. And we have a timeout on the floor. We'll take a 30-second timeout as well. We'll be back in a moment.
Van Dam Chiropractic is dedicated to helping you achieve your health goals and improving your quality of life. Dr. Van Dam provides the most comprehensive chiropractic and acupuncture care. Whether you're recovering from a sports injury, work-related injury, car accident, or just getting relief from chronic pain, Dr. Scott Van Dam will get you back on the road to good health. They look forward to serving you at Van Dam Chiropractic. Call them at 532-5320 or visit them online at vandamchiropractic.com.
All right, welcome back. 3:22 to go here in the second half. It's been about a minute and a half, almost 2 minutes before either team has scored. 60-59 in favor of Fargo Davies, and each team has had several leads. We've had a handful of ties in this one, and at one point, Wahpeton trailed by about 7. They were able to come back and take the lead, and since then we've had some leads and lead changes and ties. Manick will get fouled by Savagel, and Savagel knows it. Savagel knows that that one's on him. That's his first. I'll send Ethan Manick to the free throw line. 3:11 to go here, and Manick with a chance to tie the game. And no, I'll roll off. Has one more chance to tie it here. And that one will fall in, and we're tied at 60. That's the first point in a while there, as I mentioned just a moment ago. Carter Hills, no. Basket will not count. So Hills will trigger the inbounds pass into Moschenbacher. Moschenbacher with a baseline jumper that rolls off the rim. Out of bounds, stops the clock with 2:55 to go. Both teams with 5 team fouls. Both teams 2 fouls away from a 1-on-1 bonus. Inside for Prudhomme. 2:53 and counting. Prudhomme into the paint. Gets it there to Moschenbacher. Now back out to Savagel. Savagel with a dribble drive into the paint and lays it in. Little baby half hook shot there. Gives Fargo Davies a 62-60 lead with 2:39 and counting to go. Over the timeline comes Capes. Now Carter Hare. Hare will get it back. Thought about the three, now dribbles in. High post, 4 on the shot clock, 3 on the way, in! 63-62, Huskies have the lead. 2:07 and counting. Well, don't go anywhere, folks. I know it says junior varsity on your bottom left corner there, but this one could very well come down to the end. Savagel. And now Prudhomme with the rebound, gets it to Moschenbacher across the paint. He puts it up and in. And that gives the Fargo Davies Eagles a 1-point lead, 64-63. Capes gets it over to Jackson Burnt, who has a few threes in this game. Manick now into the corner for Carter Hare. He's going to drive the baseline on Latrell Davis. And that one will pop in and out. Davis will get the rebound. Wahpeton fans wanted a call there with hair on the ground, but I didn't see anything, so I'm not sure what they saw. Davis, far side. Now back up top there for Hills. Quick passing around there. Back to Davis. Hills. Maschenbacher drives in towards the hoop, pops out. Davis for three. In! 67-63. And there's under a minute to go here and a timeout. And if you're going to be down by 4, now is not the time to be down by 4, that's for sure. We'll take a timeout and be right back.
It seems around here every town is a sports town. And why not? Sports were important to us growing up, and we want the same for our kids. To get involved, to compete, because that's how kids learn to lead. And why Farmers Union Insurance supports these programs. They know sports aren't just about building skill and strength, but about building character. Farmers Union Insurance. They don't just protect our community, they invest in it.
Challenge Nutrition in South Fargo is your one-stop shop for healthy energy and nutrition. Stop in and try one of the many teas or shakes on the menu. With over 80 different varieties, you're guaranteed to find multiple favorites that will quench your thirst. Also, ask about the different liftoffs. They'll give you that unique and exact extra boost that you need for your day. Visit Challenge Nutrition today, 5050 Timber Parkway, Suite 106 in South Fargo. Challenge Nutrition, nutrition for the win.
All right, Husky basketball, they trail by 4 here with just under a minute to go, 51.6 seconds. Burnt will trigger the inbounds pass here for the Huskies from the near sideline. Get it into Ethan Manick, who's being guarded by Prudhomme. Now they give it back to Capes. Capes, the freshman, 45 seconds to go, 17 on the shot clock. Inside, ricocheted like a pinball off the hands of Manick into the face of Davis. And now Carter Hills, I believe, is the one who got fouled. Still a foul to give here for Wahpeton. And they will give that foul, and now it's 7 fouls and a one-on-one bonus. And fortunately, you fouled the wrong guy, in my humble opinion. But then again, pretty much anyone on Fargo Davies is the wrong guy to foul and send to the free throw line. And they got lucky on that attempt there. Manick with the rebound falls down, gets it into the hands there of Capes. Capes draws the foul. It'll be an inbounds pass, as that's team foul number 6 on the Eagles. And Wahpeton wants to take a timeout. We'll take one too, be back in a moment.
What does it mean to be in good hands? It means to get an expert agent who's in it for the long haul. We'll get to know you and be there for you as your coverage needs change. I'm your area Allstate agent, Fred Hage. Let my team and I give you a free, no obligation, personalized insurance proposal and see for yourself what it means to be in good hands. Give us a call today at the Allstate Fred Hage Agency or stop by to our new West Fargo location at the intersection of Veterans and 32nd Avenue. Allstate Fred Hage Agency, with 3 area locations to better serve you.
All right, welcome back. 26 seconds to go here. Wahpeton will have the basketball. Fargo Davies has 16 fouls, so they have 1 to give before they send the Huskies to the free throw line. However, Huskies have 7, so every foul from here on out will send the Eagles to the free throw line as well. Into the near corner here. Now Manick. I think that was a 2. Yes, it was. It's a 2-point game and a foul on. That was a 2-pointer. From what I saw, that was a 2. Saw the if you're a Huskies fan, you're hoping that Carter Hills only makes one of these free throws. It is a 1-on-1 bonus, so he has to make one to get the second one. And he will get that second one. It's a 3-point game, and if he can make the next free throw, that might seal it. They're going to take another timeout and talk it over here. We'll take a timeout as well. Be back in a moment.
Van Dam Chiropractic is dedicated to helping you achieve your health goals and improving your quality of life. Dr. Van Dam provides the most comprehensive chiropractic and acupuncture care. Whether you're recovering from a sports injury, work-related injury, car accident, or just getting relief from chronic pain, Dr. Scott Van Dam will get you back on the road to good health. They look forward to serving you at Van Dam Chiropractic. Call them at 532-5320 or visit them online at vandamchiropractic.com. Believe it or not, spring will be here before you know it. So you should seek a lawn company that will care about your lawn as much as they care about our local athletes. That company is Pro Lawn.
All right, we're going to come out of that break here. I thought it was a 60, but apparently it was not. It might have been. The Huskies aren't out on the floor yet here. Huskies are talking it over here. They're the ones who called the timeout. Carter Hills at the free throw line made the first half of a 1-on-1, so he's going to get a second one here. If he misses this and the Huskies get the rebound, they have some time to come down here, and if they can tie it up with a 3, great. If they can drive it into the lane and maybe get an and-one situation, that'd be probably not the worst case scenario either, but it all depends on this free throw here. Biggest free throw of the game is coming up now, and he got it. Back to a 4-point game. Into the corner, 3 on the way, and it's off the back iron, and Davis gets the rebound and a foul. Stops the clock with 11 seconds to go. Now it'll march down to the other end, and Davis will be at the free throw line. Davis missed it. Oh, and then Eagles got it back, and now they will just dribble this one out. No need to foul here. Not enough time. Great game by the Huskies. They fell a little bit short here, and they almost ended the Eagles' undefeated streak here for their JV team. Your final score in the JV game, 69-65 in favor of the Fargo Davies Eagles. That'll wrap it up for the JV game. We'll go off air, get things set for the varsity. We'll come back in 10 minutes or less with your pregame show before the Huskies and the Davies Eagles right here on the ND Sports Channel.